Ba, 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 ba. We just made a world in Ironsworn because we didn't want to
I'm
play
doing
D&D.
all 3 of my bonds, by the way.
Okay, perfect. Do all 3 bonds. We're playing
I
Ironsworn
use
co-op.
descriptors for Creed.
Hell yeah. YouTube, you just missed a whole lot, but that's okay. It would have been boring for you. We're playing Ironsworn. We just created our world, we just created our characters, and we're gonna jump into some fun shit tonight. Welcome.
Let's just jump into it.
Let's just jump on into it.
Just jump. Wait, wrong song. No!
So
Or jump on it.
I want to show you guys the one thing I haven't yet. So we're going to decide our inciting vow, but the one thing I haven't shown all y'all is moves. It's right next to character sheet. If you click on moves, bam! This is all the stuff you can do in the game.
Shit.
It has those same d20s to the left of every word, so be mindful of those. You'll use those to roll. We have adventure moves, combat, suffering, relationships, quests, fate, delve moves. That's for dungeons, rarities, failures, and threats. These will be how we run the game. It'll be fucking sick. Every time we do a thing, that'll be what we do. But every time you do one of these moves, I'm gonna show you guys a thing in the way this game works just a little bit. So YouTube is getting a little bit. We do a thing called framing fiction. Boom! You envision the situation and your intent. You make the move, and then you apply the outcome of the current situation. In our context, you describe what it is you are going to do. You make the move. You describe what happens after, or we do it together. That is how that works. This is general play. Of the game. General play of the game is you start, envision the current situation and what your character is doing. You can ask and answer questions about the world or other characters and what happens next, or ask the Oracle if you don't know. And the other option is when your action or the current situation triggers a move, make the move. If you get a strong hit, you've succeeded. If you get a weak hit, you've made progress but aren't in control. If you missed, you failed entirely. This is a beautiful thing that just sort of shows you how everything happens. That is general play. I will show you more things as we go, but those two will get you through the majority of this game. I'm gonna make a roll. It's gonna be terrible. Get ready. I'm gonna face danger with edge, and I'm not gonna add a modifier. And we see this come up. What the fuck is this? This isn't a D20.
This is not on brand.
This is good. So you have two.
Should have been a miss.
It's in roll 20. So this is how we roll the dice. Your action die is a d6. You get to roll a d6 plus whatever stat you're using for the ability. Every move on here uses a stat. Sometimes you'll get modifiers from your assets that'll say, like, your cave lion helps you blah blah blah. You put a +1 in there so you can get a little bit more with your assets. That's mostly what
Does it
assets
tell us that, or do we have to remember?
No, you have to go to your assets and remember what moves your assets amplify.
Gotcha.
So definitely keep those in mind. And then you have 2 challenge dice. The challenge dice are just flat d10s. You want to exceed both of the numbers on the challenge dice. If you get both, you've made a strong hit. The best possible thing happens. If you only pass 1, which I've done here, and you have to pass it, not equal. Equal is a fail. You must go above the number. I've only passed 1, so I've only passed 1 of these dice, so I get a weak hit. If I would have passed neither, I would have died. Or not died, but I would have gotten a miss, and something bad would have happened. Okay. So that's how the dice work. So if you go back to your character sheet, you will see you have some really cool stats on either side on the flank of your screen. You have health, which represents your total HP, like literally your health. You have 5. We all have 5. Your spirit is your mental state. Very much about your mental state and very much about your total morale kind of thing. You have 5. Supply is a track we share. We all have the same exact supply. That represents all the shit that you don't want to write down in D&D. That's your money. That's your ropes. That's your torches. This is everything. Supply covers all of that stuff. And then
we start with none of it.
We start with 5. Going over to the opposite side, you're going to see a big long track that goes into positives and negatives. This is what's called momentum. Momentum is time. It is an advantage that we are building. What you can do with momentum is you can destroy, you can make your number go up and then burn it, which is a little button at the very top, to wipe out any dice below its number. So if, for instance, you had 9 momentum and you rolled 2 fucking 8s on your challenge dice and you were failing, you could burn and make those dice disappear. You could take advantage of what you've built up. Does everybody understand that?
Does burn reset it to 0?
Burn resets it to 2. At the very bottom of that track, you'll see 2 things: a max number, which can go down depending upon how hurt you are, and a reset number, which is 2, but that also can go down depending upon abilities that you take, which are right to the right of the max and reset, like wounded, shaken, all that stuff.
Any challenge roll equal to or under, or just
Under.
Okay.
That way, a 10. If you get a 10 on a challenge dice, it's absolute. There's no beating a 10. There's no beating a 10. That's just how the game works. So that's kind of how the character sheet works. You can go into the negatives, and if you go into the negatives, it cancels your dice. So if you get a -3 momentum, it cancels any 3 you roll. You just lose that roll. So you do not want to go into negative momentum. Bad things will start to happen to you.
Well, and then sometimes you roll like Ed did.
Yeah, I'm a terrible roller.
Yep.
And then in your notes, you can write down whatever you fucking want in your equipment. What do you want to have in your character? I have a bow. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But note that if you don't write something down, there is a move foreseen if you do have that thing. Called check your gear. So don't worry if you've missed something. If you come up with something in the moment, we can roll to see if you actually have it. Equipment. So you can say you have whatever you want. I have a bow. Fucking gold leaf, because why
Just
not?
under notes, you said?
Yep, under notes.
I
You
You
can
can put whatever we want.
assortment of pelts.
just put it in there. You can put whatever you fucking want in here. Note that
Wolf and caribou.
yeah, I have a bow, gold leaf, gold feathered arrows. I got it. Awesome.
Okay. Is the thing to put animals to sleep is called a tranquilizer?
Yeah, you want that?
A
Yes.
sedative.
You got it.
I have an axe that rivals my mammoth.
Ooh. Damn. Jeez.
What is this shit?
I hate you so much.
You guys have played Monster Hunter, probably something like that shit.
Oh my god. So great.
Yeah, it's more so me just falling over than actually swinging it.
I love it so much. All right, so we understand the character sheet. We've made our world. It only took an hour. We're doing okay. We're doing good. We have plenty of time to play. We're going to start with the inciting incident. Inciting incidents can start further back, but I personally say we should start in media res, which is in the heat of the moment. We start the minute something happens, but we have to decide what our inciting incident is. This game can produce settlements for us. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I just have a few ideas for what we're ready to talk
Ideas are
about.
perfect. This game can produce settlements for us. It can tell us our location on this vast map. If you go into journals, there is a world thing at the bottom that has 1 to 9 and a legend right above it. All the locations in this place we could be. Barrier Islands, the Ragged Coast, the Deep Wilds, the Flooded Lands, the Havens, the Hinterlands, the Tempest Hills, the Veiled Mountains, or the Shattered Wastes. The higher this number goes, note the more dangerous things kind of get, especially with Shattered Wastes, which is the most dangerous of all. So we can roll and let the game decide where we are. It's very much how the solo works, or we can decide that. We need to pick in the beginning. Basically, we just have to like detail this inciting incident. What have we all sworn upon iron to complete together? And again, we can have the game carry some of it for us if we don't have an idea. It's I always say it's super fun to do the oracles. It's super fun to do.
Yeah, I like oracles.
Yeah, let's see what
I
the
like
oracle
random.
says. If we disagree, we disagree.
If
Yeah.
we disagree,
Exactly.
we disagree. Exactly.
I
So,
want to like start with us being like run out of town,
we could.
and like, but there's a bunch of monsters, so we're like between a rock and the hard place, where
That
there's a
could
bunch
be.
of fucking like
Let's keep that in
like
mind.
angry people, and then like the monster is on the other side, and it's just a clusterfuck.
Are we cool rolling for a region that we are located in, one of these islands?
Sure.
Roll all of it.
All right.
I'm voting for like roll everything.
No!
Yes!
The hardest
No!
That's where we're running.
Yes.
Oh,
I love this.
no.
This is amazing. Yes.
Yes!
Welcome to the
Yes.
Shattered Wastes, guys. Here's
Oh my
the thing
God.
right here.
God.
Vast fields
Awesome.
of broken ice, discomforting stillness, deep crevices plunging into darkness, piercing cold, and unnatural horrors peeking
Oh,
through the
I love
ice.
this shit so much.
So we are at the top of the fucking map. We're in this corner of land. I cannot believe we rolled the highest we could. Oh, I need to change my color to
It's
blood
us, you
red.
know.
We're really good at rolling the dice.
We
After
deserve
all.
Oh
this.
no. So yeah, we definitely deserve this. So we're in the Shattered Wastes, which is just the worst. So we do we want to roll in a location that this is beginning at? Like
Yes.
where we're at right now? Perfect.
I'm curious.
Roll it.
A hovel, does that make sense?
What's a hovel?
Like a shithole.
Like a
Of
shithole?
people,
No, it's
like
not
a-
shithole.
Are we
It's-
getting
I mean,
kicked
it's
out?
a small abode.
Are we getting
Small
kicked out of a
island.
small abode?
And we got kicked out of it. It's so awkward.
It was so.
Maybe it was a monster. Maybe we stumbled on a cave, tried to take shelter, and that's why we're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Do we want to know what do we want to know what our trouble is? What is it what is it that we've sworn on iron to do here?
Let's find out.
Urgent expedition.
No.
You know
No!
what?
We urgently
Shattered
need to
Wastes.
restore the new gods. We need to travel the lands and restore the new gods
One of-
everywhere.
One of,
right?
one of the pillars, the pillars are breaking, and we have to put them together.
Ooh, I kind of like that. What do you guys think
Ooh.
about that?
Let's do it.
A pillar broke.
Yeah, and now
Yeah,
it's making
and we
some
have
weird
to
reactions.
restore
We
it,
can
or else the
blame-
monsters become more prevalent.
It's because of the new gods that a pillar broke. What do we think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old gods
Gods.
we gotta get people.
And-
People gotta party more.
It's a pillar
Yes.
in the Shattered Wastes.
Everybody is staying
Yeah.
inside their hovels and
So-
not getting out and
It's-
party rocking.
So we got kicked out of a hovel. We're trying to survive in the Shattered Wastes. But the tower's up here. The one that broke is up here. Then, in this horrible fucking
Of course,
terrifying.
the,
place.
But we
the
must,
terrifyingest place.
as
we must.
priests of the party rockers, we must.
We must preserve the tower. So
We must preserve it.
tower has broken. We need to. So what is the goal of our inciting vow? What did we swear on iron to do? To get there and just investigate, find out what happened, or are we going to try and fix it?
And fix it if we can.
Fix
it if
Like
we can.
we have to
Fix it, yeah.
investigate and then see what we can do. We'll, like determine next
Yeah.
steps. But if we find out we can fix it, we're not just gonna leave and go through bureaucratic nonsense.
Mhm.
Let's write down our inciting vow, which is we will restore. Or I think it's like restore the pillar in the Shattered Wastes. Is there a pillar in each location? There's only 9, isn't
I
there?
think
Yeah.
if we're
Yeah.
going a stereotypical video
Yeah.
game thing, you gotta go to each
do it.
location.
Do
and
we
do the-
do we think this is troublesome, dangerous, or formidable? Our inciting vow can only be the first 3 difficulties.
This has to be formidable. This isn't in the Shattered Wastes. Absolutely, it's
Okay.
formidable.
Perfect. It is formidable, and now we're going to do what's called a quest outline. Now, a quest outline doesn't mean we're deciding exactly what happens. We need to give ourselves a couple of notes as to what our milestones are going to be, because keep in mind, every time we reach a milestone, it's only going to be 1 box, and if we only get like 4 milestones, there's a chance we fail this, which is okay. But do we have any ideas? I'm showing you guys this. So this is going to be our quest. This is called Restore the Pillar in the Shattered Wastes. Cool. What do we think I think our first milestone is get there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is our second milestone? We think?
Investigate.
Investigate.
Locate.
Locate, investigate. Do we have any more? Anything else we can think of that help us?
Save, like fix. I feel like it's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of them. Probably we might have to consider recruiting, because if this is impossible to cut, it might be beyond us just to fix. So
Yeah.
it could be recruit and then fix.
I think I kind of like us knowing a little bit ahead of time. In order to fix this thing, we gotta kill some real big boss baddie.
Yep. Oh yeah. Okay,
Like
I love
the
it.
shards
Okay,
of it are
so
like
locate,
it's taken up like a
exterminate,
home, like it's
recruit,
burrowed
fix.
into this spire.
Yeah. Kill the
Locate.
thing.
We gotta get in there.
Recruit, exterminate, fix.
We got get there, investigate, kill the thing that's there, protecting it. Kill the thing that's protecting it. Recruit and repair.
But it can
There we
only be repaired by the power of positivity and partying.
Yeah.
So even after
We'll
we
figure
kill
that out.
the big baddie, we need to get everybody together to
Exactly.
party up.
We will. I
That's
think
the recruit. We would be a
Yeah.
lame party if it was just us. We need to bring others to the Shattered Wastes.
we've got 5. 5 isn't bad. 5 is good. Remember, we can put these in and we can change them if we feel we've made a milestone. For instance, if we just go on the journey and the journey just beats the shit out of us, we can start marking milestones like we made it past the reef. You know, like the next step. Like that would be something we can add. So always keep in mind that we can expand these milestones. So
Okay.
on your character sheet, yeah, we've got it. It's formidable. We begin. We're in. We start. Who wants to set the scene?
I vote Brandon.
Brandon, what's the scene?
Oh my
Assassination attempt. There you go.
God.
This
Cut off.
shaman, yeah.
Cut.
So we're
off.
getting kicked out of a hovel, right?
We just
Yep,
got kicked
yes.
out of a hovel. Yeah. Somebody set the scene. Anybody can, and I'll do it if you guys want me to. I talked a lot.
Because they were worshippers of the new gods, and they were
Mhm.
like, "Fuck that. We don't give a shit. Who cares if it's a broken pillar?"
Are we
So-
still really far? Are we from on like the coast? How did we get here? Because we're not probably from here, right?
No, we probably
No,
traveled here.
no,
Do we
no.
think we're on the coast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yes, we
I
are.
think we just got kicked out of a small fishing village. Like we tried to recruit people, we tried to get them to help.
Do we want to
But they
detail
kicked
this
us out.
place? Do we want to
Side
detail this
note,
place?
I will burn this fishing village to the ground later.
Do we want to leave this fishing village to be vague, or do we actually want to detail this place and
There's
mark
a
it on the map?
fishing village in the Shattered Waste.
It's
Could
a
be.
really
I mean,
shitty.
that's the only
Yeah, they do
thing
a lot of
that-
ice fishing. God.
Everything else is too dangerous.
Ice
It'll kill
fishing.
us.
It could be
Yeah,
on the
They
edge.
fish for ice.
Oh, did we like snowmobile across the ice to get over here?
Yeah. This-
Do we want to leave this village as is, or do we want to?
You just see probably the totems of the new gods on it. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
obvious. They don't.
What
I
really-
wanna
are
set
the new
that one
gods?
totem on fire. I'm gonna set one of them on fire before we leave.
anti-party rock.
Are they like? What's the new gods?
The new
I
gods
think-
are Linkin Park, so
They're like legit
Oh.
gods or
like,
something.
crawling in my skin.
Oh, the new gods are Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Whoa. People are
Grim
worshiping
Hall.
the people who kicked our ass.
Well, fuck Grimhall. Nobody wanted to be there anyway.
Yeah.
Grimhall's a piece of shit.
Place
Also
called
sounds
Grim
like a
Hall,
Linkin
Grim
Park
Hall.
song. Grim Hall.
Where do we think Grimhall was, guys? I got a little marker for it. Where do it's probably on the
I
edge.
want like
On
here.
the edge.
Yeah.
Push
And
it
we
to the
gotta
edge.
go here.
Grimhall. I'll just name it really quick so we can see it. So there's Grimhall, and we got to go where? Oh, over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got across because at a certain time of year you can walk across. It's like going to Mackinac Island.
Yes.
So-
I think we didn't even boat over. I think we walked across
walked
In
from,
our case,
from over
it's
here.
Trail of Tears, buddy.
Trail of Tears. So the way journeys work, because they
So
work
bad.
on the same grid list here. If you're in a single area, a short journey is troublesome, and a long journey is dangerous. If you go from one area to another, it's formidable. If you go across multiple areas, it's extreme, and if you go from one end of the world to the other, it's epic. So that can kind of get it for you. But we're here, and it's got to be formidable. Like it's definitely a formidable
Yeah.
journey because of what we got to do. So setting the scene, yeah, we get kicked out. I think I'll start. I think we see fucking Creed get thrown into the fucking the snow. It's like, fuck this place. Fuck you guys. Burn it. Burn the thing.
Oh, already started. And then as soon as she says that, you see behind her one of the totem just starts like going up in flames, and she's like, "I got this."
Oh. So okay. Whiskers, do you want to go get some breakfast today? Like, you haven't eaten yet. Go, my kitty! Run for it!
I'll just run out into this place.
Yeah. I'm arguing with a few locals who are like, listen, he didn't shit there. That's not his shit. All right, he didn't shit on your house. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. All right. Sorry. Sorry, anyone's ever seen a mammoth like this before. All
Are
right.
we inciting violence in this place? Do we need a roll to like get out of here?
Oh my God,
I think we're about to just burn this place down.
I made my lion
Step 1, murder hobo.
Oh,
So Otiplo, he's wearing a sleeveless but like winter jacket with like fur around the helm, but it's like sleeveless.
Gotcha.
And he's got like tight almost like leggings, like a zebra print. I think we're going like pink and black.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then his jacket is all white too.
Alright.
what shoes is he wearing?
I
And
love it.
what's that?
What kind of footwear?
Well, I actually have on my inventory fine ass shoes. So I think they use the rare material. Any what is the name of somebody who make cobbler would love to find. It's uses this sort of material that when you put it on top of each other, it binds it. It's called Velcro.
Velcro.
So they
Velcro.
which light with the lights of the party heaven when he walks.
Velcro, is it like velvet?
Ooh,
Yeah,
what
something
nice
like that.
substance that Velcro.
And he has glasses. He has thick rimmed glasses with no lenses in them.
I love
Okay. Oh my god.
Creed looks like the ranger. He looks like the stereotypical ranger. Think Aragorn. That's Creed.
Mm,
He's got a pointy beard though.
gotcha. Well, Aura looks like a typical Viking attire. Lots of fluff up here, a big cape. You see her hammer on her side, and maybe some really interesting patterns on it. And her hair is just messy, like almost dreadlocks. She hasn't probably washed her hair in weeks. And then she's just like scratching her lion, and she's gonna tell him to go and eat some of the wildlife that's around here, some livestock that she can just get for breakfast.
Totally runs off.
Yep.
Totally. Yeah, what do we wait, I still want other descriptions. I want to see people. Twins.
Bryn is got the color, you think color black pants, but it's the difference between having leopard fur and not leopard fur on it. So one leg is coated in leopard fur and the other is just leather. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't know how that's helpful in this cold, but it's there. She has a leather jacket with heavy leopard fur trimmings. Nothing convenient, just all for style. She has the leopard itself, like, so the face sewed into what would be called a t-shirt in our times.
Uh-huh.
And then, so it's like right abreast her. And then, she too has the dreads, but she has what looks similar to a do-rag, but it's more of a Viking headcloth
Oh,
that
yes.
ties it together, being
Yeah.
part of the party rocker.
Otiplo has a fro, by the way. He's got a bit of a fro going on.
Yes.
Oh man, if he's Viking, though, it's got to be totally blonde.
He's all, the book itself, Ironsworn, has people of all races,
all
and
races.
genders.
All creeds.
So just sounds
All
awesome.
creeds.
It's a light brown.
Mhm.
Also his pants are actually more like capris, I think.
Gotcha.
He's
No.
yes.
So not
Oh.
built for this weather.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
Zebra print.
Yeah.
Crease.
So cold. Party rock.
But your shoes
Oh,
are
God.
fine ass shoes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's they got that nice red glow when you take a step in them.
Yeah.
They're like high tops with like the huge tongue that sticks out.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh.
Yeah.
Josh's character. Oh, put your character names in the roll 20 if you can. That'll help everybody.
Yeah, I can't even remember my own name.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, put it in
Alright.
the settings.
There we go. Oh, put it as your Roll20 name.
Yeah, go to the gear right at the top of my settings. It'll say your display name. That way we can always look at it.
Yeah, I apologize. Okay.
Also, maybe put like a thing so I know who's who, because I just immediately do not know who's who. Like just maybe the first letter of your name.
How did I make my icon my new avatar thing?
Oh, if you want to turn off your avatar, if you scroll down to the bottom of that gear thing, you'll see it says player avatar size, and it will probably be on large. You want to turn, or regular, turn it to names only.
Because that avatar is like your...
Yeah.
I wish you could change your... That would be...
So can I change my picture? Only how to make it bigger.
Oh, to change your picture, you have to exit Roll20. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not this time.
I would just.
I have all the pictures turned off, so I wouldn't
I
see
just
it.
changed it to names only.
Okay.
We don't see more of the map anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think. What are we doing
Got
with
it.
this town? Are we leaving it? Are we burning it? What are we doing?
Oh, you want me to burn more? I've got you. I start running over to the second totem.
Do we?
Otiplo gets off his mammoth and he goes, because if you just got thrown on the ground, he'll help you up. He'll be like, man, I don't know. These haters right here. I don't know. They'll come around, though. They'll come around. We don't need to burn the whole thing. All right.
But Whisker's already eating one of them.
Liv is totally helping Bryn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just burning? Are you just burning stuff right now?
They're totems. All of them. The new gods burned. And with it,
Burned.
I say the prayer of party rock every time.
Do we think they're
So
pissed about this?
People would know by the way he looks. He'd look like the Pope walking around in his outfit. This is the most religious outfit you can have. Is what he's wearing currently. So you'd think he's especially if they don't like the old gods. They might be what got us thrown out a little bit at the start.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I don't think they're happy about us burning their shit.
No. Do we think this
I
is a
don't care.
conflict?
Yeah.
100%.
There's no conflict.
I think none of our characters want to back down.
By the way,
No.
any of us can play as NPCs. But I'll be the first. I volunteer to be the first one.
Okay.
I think whoever's thrown us out of this place is
Yeah.
probably like seeing this immediately, and it'll probably step over and immediately go to like shove Brian away. Just be like, "Do not touch our statues. Be gone. You are cursed to this place."
I'm gonna attack him.
You want to
Yeah.
attack him?
Everybody's in the
Like,
house tonight.
Like, seriously, she's like my sibling. I lash out immediately.
Yeah, he shoves.
Yeah.
And the
bro.
man in the back
Found it.
said, "Everybody attack."
Party
Do we
rock.
think
It's
this
a
is?
hovel. There's
we-
not many people there.
Do we think this is a detailed fight or a
Yes.
a Passover kind of thing? Do we? Because we can actually. There's a roll to make it very brief and to figure out what happens, or we can make this a very intricate
Oh,
battle.
I want to see how my brother kicks this guy's ass.
Yeah, if we want to.
Yeah, because depending on how this goes, like I think we all got to get involved. In
our
some
first
way, shape, or
milestone,
form.
I think, is to not get beat up leaving this place.
We
Okay.
gotta instill the will of the old gods and dance on their fucking graves.
Yeah. Do we? Is it just these guys? Because we can do. Because a battle would make it more like we fucking pillage this place. But if it's just the fight with these guys, we can zoom in or zoom out. What do you guys think?
Zoom in.
So what kind of people do we want to be? Do we want to be like assholes, or do we want to like? Because I'm down
Sorry,
to
I'm
just
an
raid this
extremist. I
place.
am an asshole.
I'm all for the wildlife, and they don't like my cat. So
My character can also de-escalate if we want to avoid the fight.
Why would we
Or I can
avoid
be
the
nice.
fight? This is
Yeah.
a chance to show that Party Rockers is supreme.
So
I
we
don't
just-
even remember what I can do.
We just
I
want to
gotta
have
check.
we want to have a street fight.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think it doesn't have to be fatal.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be big. I think this is just us proving our. Do we think this is just us proving our muscle before we leave this place? Because we plan on
Yeah.
leaving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like just
but
to
if
get
they
them
don't-
back a
like,
little bit.
Like I think part of like failure here is that it escalates to something
Exactly.
more than it should have been.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so we're going to start this fight. This is going to be interesting. So here's how fighting works. If you go to moves, you'll see combat moves. There's 6 of them. These are going to be the moves we use. We each have something called initiative. Every one of us. We don't share it. It's individual. You either have initiative or you do not have initiative. That is how it works. I'm going to go to our party page that you guys should be able to see here, and we're going to have some foes. So we can group them all into one. So we can call these guys new gods, assholes. Oh wait, somebody switched it. No, progress.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. New god dickheads.
Yeah, new god dickhead.
So I think they probably start at troubles. I think they start at dangerous, but because do we think there's 3 to 5? There's probably 3 to 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Up it to formidable.
For now.
Yeah.
There are going to be a few more.
For now, there could be more. I think that's a consequence of
There
a
were
failure here.
patrons in the little saloon thing that we were at, where you shit in the bar. By you, I mean, who's that? Creed, where Creed shit in the bar.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that were upset by that.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, Creed's shit in the bar.
Yeah, because you were saying it wasn't his poop. I assume.
Oh, I was talking about my mammoth.
Oh, I assume because Creed
Oh,
got
my-
pushed
I was
out
like,
of
I
the
can
bar.
shit in the
Oh,
bar,
no.
sure. Fucking, we're
Whole
making.
incident with Creed getting pushed out of the bar. First, I thought he was pooping and you were covering.
I think Creed just started a
My
fight.
bad.
I think someone talked about the old gods like they sucked, and he fucking got in a fight, and then he pooped
So
on the
who's this shit
fucking.
about the old guys?
So
Talk about a power move.
power pooped right on the floor. So this is our track for the new god dickheads, and now we're all gonna click.
Asserting his dominance.
We're all gonna click enter the fray. So if you look at the enter the fray move and you go past the first section, because that's deciding how difficult your foe is and what kind of damage your foe does. This is us entering the actual fray. You will click and choose what stat you want to use. If you are facing off against your foe with courage, roll heart. If you are moving into a position against an unaware foe or striking without warning, roll shadow. If you are currently being ambushed, not expecting it, roll wits. This will decide the beginning of the fight for everybody.
We're at moves right now.
We're at moves right now. So you want to go to moves, combat moves, enter the fray is right at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Click the little
Okay.
die, and then you get to
Gotcha.
choose the stat you think you're going with. And
Gotcha,
you
okay.
can see the list of like what stat. I'm going heart.
I'm
And
going heart.
It's going to ask you after you hit submit if you have a modifier. If you don't have an
Weird.
asset that gives you a modifier for entering the
Oh,
fray, just hit submit.
I am totally going to go wits because while my brother's distracting him, I'm gonna ambush this motherfucker.
Oh,
Okay.
brother.
Okay.
My gender?
Oh, sisters.
Yeah. No, I was like
We're sisters.
twin sister sounding. Yeah.
Um,
Now I
So-
feel even more inferior.
everybody roll their enter the fray. If you got at least a weak
Oh,
hit,
there we go.
Oh shit.
There's a 1.
All right.
yeah, if you got at least a weak hit, so weak hit means you succeed but face a troublesome cost. You choose one. You are delayed, lose. Ooh, strong's good.
Yeah.
You are. So if you look at the move, because if you're clicked onto enter the fray, which you should be. 1 sec. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Here we go. Oh yeah, somebody switched to moves on party page. Party page stays at progress.
Sorry.
You're good. So if you get a weak hit and enter the fray, you choose one. Bolster your position and take 2 momentum now, or prepare to act and take initiative. I'm choosing to take initiative because you can't use the strike move or end the fight unless you have initiative.
What's
So-
oh, never mind. I can click and read these.
Strike
Okay.
is the offensive move. Clash is the defensive move. So
Oh, okay. Clash is Clash is like hold your ground.
yep, and just try to remember if you have initiative or if you don't. Looks like most people here can. If you
Yeah.
got a strong hit, you take 2 momentum right now and have initiative. So you get to up your momentum track on your main character thing to 4.
So momentum is individual.
Momentum is individual.
All right. I am going to not take initiative. I'm gonna increase momentum.
And the momentum is the one numbers that goes from -6 to
Yep,
10.
that's the big one on the side. Yep, the further that goes up, the better chance you have at burning away dice that hurt you.
So now I'm gonna add what?
2.
Sorry, 2.
Yep.
Gotcha, thank
So
you.
Michaela
so
got 2.
minus
No, plus 2. You got a strong hit, so those who got a strong hit get +2, and you have initiative, which means you get to take the strike move if you want, which is most people. Tom, you also got a weak hit. Which did you choose, the momentum?
Oh, I'm doing momentum.
Okay, you got momentum. You do not have initiative. Remember that, because it means you cannot make the strike move. And now there is no turn order. We just decide what happens narratively, who does what. But I think it's good to just make sure everybody gets a shot. We just decide what happens here, and any failures will obviously stack up against us and be bad.
I think it starts with
Liv starts it all.
Liv, I think you start it. What is this? You attack somebody. I mean, I feel like it's a strike. It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, shit. He goes to like grab Bren, and she just immediately just hand X'd off the belt, like not even just out of reflex, just goes to slash his elbow.
Yeah.
In it. Yeah.
I think that's a strike, don't you?
For sure.
Yeah, sounds like a strike. Heck yeah.
Hopefully you don't strike out.
The other moves you can make in combat are the two top moves in adventure moves. They're just to the left of combat. Face danger and secure advantage are also moves you can choose to make. Face danger would be like running away or someone's about to bust your head in kind of thing. It's a defensive move. Secure advantage is offensive. You're trying to take advantage of something. Those are also moves you are allowed to make during the fight. It's just up to what you think you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going for a strike? Oh! So with a strike, you mark damage. So every weapon does 2. But if you strike and do strong, every weapon does 2 harm. But if you strike and do strong, look at the strike move, you get +1 harm. So you get to do 3 harm right now.
That was under the fray. I'm rolling.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
I mean, I can have.
Nope. You
strong
didn't
one.
roll.
We're
You
good.
didn't roll. Go for it.
I'm going with. Bad.
I'm on the ground, so I'm going last for sure.
No!
Shit.
That's sad.
You pay the
Can we go
price.
back to the strong hit?
Christ.
You pay the
So what
price.
happens, Josh?
A strong miss.
Well, if we look at the pay the price move, you suffer the outcome of the move. Choose one. 1 is you make the most obvious narrative outcome happen. 2, you envision 2 outcomes, choose between them, or you roll on a random oracle to tell you what bad thing happens.
That seems a little extensive.
Remember that we already said a bad thing that could happen here is this fight could get harder. More people could show up.
Mm-hmm.
I am also always for Oracle deciding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think, Josh? It's your roll.
So all 3 of those things happen. So the obvious negative outcome.
What is it? It's one of them. One of them, not all of them.
Oh, man, I would say probably like. Obviously, the attack would miss, and then maybe he like, and goes for, like, puts me in a lock or something instead.
Puts you in a lock. Do you think you lose momentum, like time? Do you think that would be the loss here?
Well, I had a strong hit, so I got 2 momentum. I think I would lose 1.
Yeah. So because it is a formidable, so yeah, we can say 1, but if you look at Enter the Fray, a formidable foe inflicts 3 harm. So I would say, yeah, 1 to 1. It could be 3 momentum. It could be bad.
Okay.
But what do we think is a table? Do we think it's 3 momentum? Do we think it's that bad? Does it
If the rules say 3.
That's an option. The rules say that with damage when it comes to harm. That's just kind of a baseline because it's a formidable fight.
You know, maybe he chokeholds me because
he chokeholds you. -3 momentum.
Maybe he's taking Liv hostage.
So he's got.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
So he turns him around. He's got. Yeah, who's acting next? Is it you?
And your
This is my sister. Okay. I wanted to secure the advantage before we saw what happened here, but I can't do that since we don't have the advantage, right?
No, you can secure advantage. You just have to frame the move. You have to describe what it is you're doing. Frame the fiction. Say what you're going to do. Roll and say what happens. Like you just have to describe.
So I'm wearing my leopard pelt, and because of me and my little ritual thing, I get very animalistic. And so the instant he puts my sister into a chokehold, out of nowhere, I come up and I bite the side of his neck, and I'm just like, ah! and then I just like go insane on that.
Yes,
So
I know.
So I
hopefully
think
it
you-
releases-
Yeah, are you
The
coupling
triple.
a secure advantage with a strike?
I can do that.
You can. So secure advantage tends to be a thing that you do before a move. You kind of use secure advantage to set up another move. It's kind of a double move situation. And you can do secure advantage as long as you can think of what that is. You're using the pelts kind of thing?
Yeah. So how? Hold on. I need this explained. So how do I
Yeah.
couple it with a strike?
You just make
Do
both
I do
moves.
one then the other?
You do,
One
you
then
do
the
both
other.
moves.
So secure
Okay.
advantage
It's not
first.
like an action economy where you
Just
get
remember-
one move
Ironsworn
per
is
turn.
super loose. Like,
It's
you have
super
the
loose.
initiative, you're doing that stuff.
But
Yeah.
remember, with 2 moves, you're gambling. You could fail the secure advantage, pay the price, strike, fail, pay the price again. The more moves you make, the more you're risking to hurt yourself. But it's a gambling game. It's cool like that.
That's
Risky
fair.
move.
Okay. So because of my bind, I get a
You get a
when
plus
you wear an animal pelt, and I get a plus wits.
when you secure an advantage? Or is it just normal? Let me see your character.
On a strong hit. What does a strong hit mean?
That is
So
when
first I have to roll the strike, and then I can
Yeah.
secure my advantage. Like if I do my strike first and then see the advantage.
Your advantage
Release.
first, because you got to see if you actually get the.
Oh, are you
There's
using your
potential you
trick?
Could miss.
Yeah, you're using your trickster right now?
I wanted to use my bind.
Okay, yeah. So when you wear an animal pelt and dance, so this is its own move. This is its own move. So it's an actual asset move. So you might be making 3 moves here. So to make a wits roll, just go to your character sheet and
There.
click on the die above wits and just roll it out.
Input modifier is my wits modifier.
Yep, it's gonna be your wits. Your asset doesn't say it adds. Oh,
Holy
wait, how? 6 plus 3. Oh, you added a 3 on accident, I think. So it does that automatically.
It's still a 9.
It's still
Okay,
a 9.
it asked
She
for a
still
modifier,
beats
so I
them.
put a
Yeah,
plus 3. But
If
okay.
when it asks you what move you because it's automatically using your wits. It's applying it automatically. The modifier is for extras. So you got
okay,
a strong
then that's
hit.
9.
So what's your asset say?
Okay.
On a strong hit?
So my assets say on a strong hit, you or an ally may wear a pelt and add a +1 when making moves with a related stat. So I'm wearing the pelt because earlier I mentioned how
boar.
I'm wearing my leopard pelts everywhere right
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
So I have my leopard pelts, and this is probably going to help me with my iron.
Okay, you have a permanent +1 to your iron until you roll a 1 on your action score. On your action die.
Sweet.
So you have a
Wow.
+1.
Okay. So then with that modifier, if I were to do this wits thing again, I would have instead did like wits +1, but
Exactly.
in this case,
Okay.
Okay.
Iron. So you've done that. You want to secure an advantage?
yes.
So secure advantage, and you can do that with any stat. It'll ask you what stat you want to plug. It's depending
I want
upon.
to do iron, and then I want to do +1 because my wits.
Okay, cool. So yeah, with it's
it.
your securing advantage with an aggressive action, forceful defense, strength, or endurance. So
Oh no!
you immediately
no.
pay the price. Would you like? Do you
Oh,
know? Do you
no.
know the outcome, or do you?
He
what would
shrugged
that-
me off. I fell into the snowbank. He shrugged me off. I'm still snarling in the snowbank as my sister's in a chokehold.
Do you think it's a
now
momentum
I'm
hit?
like, yeah, that's totally a momentum hit.
Yeah. 1, 2, or 3. What do you think it is?
Feel like it's a 2.
Yeah.
I feel like 2. 3 feels too heavy, but 1
Okay.
doesn't feel enough
Yeah,
because it's my sister.
your sister is like chokehold, getting choked out right now.
I
That's
lost
huge.
3. I
Yeah.
took 3 momentum hit. I'm at like 1.
Okay, yeah, you take 2, so you're down. You're down a bit. You can make the strike now, though, if you want to try to finish it out. Unless you think it's just gonna move to somebody else. If you think you just can't finish it out.
Yeah, no. After I get thrown in the snow, it's someone else has to do this.
Who's acting?
I will act
What are you
with
gonna
my hammer. I'm going to,
I can't
Then it,
wait till Josh dies right here.
and I'm going to.
Character was here for like 5
I
minutes.
I will use my cat to like scare him while I'm gonna go for the swing. So when the person is distracted by the cat, hopefully my whiskers, I can hit him right in the head. So I'm gonna use gonna try to hit him with it with a
Yeah,
strike.
you have advantage, or you have initiative, so you can use a strike. Remember,
Yeah.
any move. Oh, by the way, Kristen, you no longer have advantage if you did before. If you miss on any move, if you get a weak hit or a miss on any move, other than a couple of, I think it's just if you get a miss or a weak, you lose advantage. Only on a strong hit on any move do you get it back.
Initiative, you mean?
Initiative. Yep. So
Okay.
just remember right now, Kristen, you do not have advantage.
Okay.
Or sorry, initiative.
Okay.
Michaela,
So,
go ahead.
I can use my iron. It's giving me options here: edge,
Yep.
iron, and lightbringer.
Iron is melee for sure. Lightbringer you don't have.
Yeah, I'm using my iron hammer to the iron gods and mighty stuff, and hopefully with my whiskers, the person gets distracted, so I can hit him right in the head.
Yeah.
With modifier, I have plus that if I will
You do-
hit.
You shouldn't put anything in the modifier unless you have an
Okay.
asset giving you a bonus.
When you strike them, that's when I get something. Yeah.
What do
When
you
I
get?
strike- when you strike a foe to knock them back, stun them, or put them off balance, inflict 1 harm instead of 2, and take +2 momentum on a hit. On a strong hit, you also create an opening and add +1 on your next move. So if I hit, that's
Do
what
you want
happens.
to? Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Hammer's
Okay.
sick,
It'll do a
dude.
little less harm, but
Okay.
go
And
for it.
then submit.
Oh!
Yes! Yeah.
So I'm gonna mark the party page. You do
Mhm.
one. You do 2 harm actually because it's a strong hit. Because
Ooh.
a strong hit on a strike is
Mhm.
+1 harm, and you retain your initiative. Now,
Yeah.
what does your hammer give you in this situation?
My hammer gives me, if I hit a strong hit, I create an opening at 1 for my next move. 1 + 1 for my next move. Yes.
Oh, okay, so you get a +1 for your next move, and you get some momentum, don't you?
Yes.
Two?
Wait.
Add that.
Did you
Add
say
that.
2?
now.
Yeah. Oh my god, where
That's
do I
awesome.
add that?
Oh, that's
So,
on your
right-
main character sheet page.
My main character sheet, and now I'm good. That's where I'm counting those numbers. I see +3, +4.
Yep, all the big ones on the left side of the page.
So I'm going to be up to 4.
Perfect. That means
Yeah.
any 3s that you roll on your challenge dice in the future, you can cancel. But the higher that number
Ah.
goes, the more higher dice you can just get rid of.
Gotcha.
Nice. So, frame the fiction. What does this
Okay.
look like?
So the sisters are, one is in a chokehold, the other one is scurrying in a
Pushed
snowy ditch
over.
right now. So I send Whiskers because with my totem I can like talk to my Whiskers, and I'm like, hey, with the sisters that are being choked, Liv, I want Whiskers to knock him over off his balance while holding, maybe separating them from the chokehold so I can get a good hit on the head and maybe just smack him down twice really hard.
Sure. I think narratively we can break our girl from the chokehold.
Yes, because as I said, if I have my cave lion, I think the cave lion can tackle, separate, and me just smack the person with my hammer.
Yeah. I think that's.
So I do.
Yeah.
What
perfect.
sound does it make when you hit him with your hammer? Is it like a ding, or is it like a thud?
You hear like a weird beat, like electronic beat from the mountains, like the party gods just
Yes!
song.
Is it a fucking air horn?
Sure,
Oh, so good.
the gods sing this day.
I love it. So it's just me and Tom haven't gone yet.
By the way, Kristen, I really like your orange pants. I'm just gotta say that. It's
It's-
an excellent shade of orange.
Skirt.
It's a skirt. Still
It's
good.
a long. Hold on. It's a
Sorry
long-
for gendering your pants.
To
I don't
be
need to see more.
fair-
I just like the color. I
to
don't
be
want to know.
fair-
I don't care. I don't
to
care
be
anymore. I
fair-
regret this.
It goes all the way down. Yeah, they
Wow.
could be
That is actually very, very good. Good choice.
It goes all the way down, so I don't have to shave my hairy legs.
So I don't have initiative. Ed,
You
you
don't.
do, right?
I do. OT.
So I think I'll just. I think we all see this happening, right? With this season, and all the other villages we're arguing with are like we're just all standing here watching, and we just like look back at it. We're like next to each other. And I just turn to you and I'm like, pat you on the back a little bit, and I'm like,
Ugh.
where this is going. And I go. I think on the side of my mammoth there is like a rope ladder almost.
Yeah.
On the side. So I'm like, good luck. And I'm gonna start climbing it. So now you can go. That's why I don't have initiative, is I gotta get up on my mammoth.
I don't know. I think that's a secure advantage, man. That sounds like
I'm
a
gonna
secure.
secure an advantage in a second. but
Okay, it
you
is
can go
perfect.
for it.
Yeah, immediately like we can't leave them. Oh shit! And I just I go in. I took initiative with my weak hit.
Because I think all the other dudes around are about to start fighting us too.
Yeah,
it's about to turn into
it's
a brawl.
not looking like super great. Ooh, I'm on the party page. I'm making that same mistake. No,
But they got like if they're like a fishing village, they got like like beer shit, right? They got real.
I'm going
rudimentary. Although since the world is so dangerous, everybody's probably fucking ripped, right? Is that an assumption we can make?
Yes.
I'm gonna pull. I draw an arrow from my bow. I pull it back, and I'm aiming for the knees, and I'm taking the time to aim. I'm gonna use my archer ability, or asset, to secure advantage by holding to take aim, and I get a +1 on this approach. So I'm going to do a secure advantage, just take the time to aim with edge. We see me pulling back, just says, the knees, just got to get the knees, don't want to kill anybody. And gonna
Right
roll.
for the head.
Kill him if you want.
Ooh, weak hit. So my advantage is short-lived, I just get 1 momentum. So I think it's just, there's just so much movement, he's just like, fuck, he just lets go and just shoots. And he's gonna go for a strike since he can make it, with edge. No bonus, unfortunately. Oh, I got with a 4. With a 1, I got it. So three harm to these guys.
Those are some collectively awful dice rolls, but
on the party page, I'll do 3 harm. We're at 5. So what this will represent is when we finally make this roll, this will be our action score number. So we're at a 5. We're at a 50-50 chance for 2d10s to defeat us. So we don't know if I retain my initiative, which is kick-ass. So I think I pull out and I just shoot 2 of them in the knees, and they drop down and say, "We gotta get the fuck out of here." Yeah. What's Did you want to make a move, Otiplo, since you haven't yet?
yeah. I think I finally get. You take your shot. I finally get on top of the mammoth, but I don't sit on the mammoth when riding. I as I get up, I pat the big mammoth. He's a big brown woolly boy. And I stand and shuffle in place. I do the shuffle as he starts to rampage. Is just gonna like break through the hovel we were in while I start reciting the gospel of heavens about party rocking and that party rockers need to unite. And that now is the time to rise.
Tonight.
Now is the time.
Now is the time, because I know deep in this shithole village there is someone who, in the darkness, believes in the party rocking.
Someone.
So I will secure an advantage, which, when I secure an advantage, if I share an inspiring or enlightening song, poem, or tale, I take +1 and I get +1 momentum on it.
On a hit. Okay.
So I start just, up there. I'm dancing. I'm grooving. I'm securing all of the advantage, rolling with heart, of course.
That makes sense.
And I get +1 modifier. And strong hit.
Take the momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Take the momentum.
Do
and
it.
you
So
get
on
to
a strong
choose.
hit.
You get to
So on a
choose.
strong hit, I get to choose to take 2 momentum or make
Take-
another move. Well, I already get
take-
1 momentum.
Yeah, take control or prepare to act.
We're gonna take control.
Okay. Yeah.
And
This
I think
is
that is. Can I just like indefinitely secure advantages if we can narratively explain?
So the other thing that you can do,
well,
the other
because
thing
it says immediately take another move and get +1 to it. So I'm just gonna.
You cannot stack secure advantage. I think that is something that we can't do. It's in more details. But the thing about secure advantage that makes it a double move, because Kristen, you were asking that before. When a move says make another move now, and take +1, that's when you're taking more moves. If a result tells you to keep moving forward, so you do take another move now +1.
So I think the success. I think actually a couple of these ragged fishermen. Raise their spear. They weren't gonna say anything before, but they see the other dude get knocked down, and they're inspired with religious fervor to get off. They throw off their shirts and reveal underneath zebra print, like V-neck, like deep V, like all the way down to the belly button.
Yes.
And they throw on their shutter shades.
We had some people in this town. They're coming with us.
As my mammoth just wrecks face, and just every time anybody tries to get close to you, lining up a shot, the mammoth is just flailing about, clashing with them.
Let's roll. Let's see how the mammoth does.
So I think I get a bonus to this because the mammoth is overpowering.
Yeah.
By riding your mammoth, when you strike or clash, add +1 and inflict 1 more harm.
It would have to be clash because you have advantage. You have initiative. I mean, you made a strong hit. You get initiative.
Oh, you always get it on a strong hit.
Always on a strong hit, you get initiative.
Well, I think we're gonna strike down this fucking shithole bar that kicked us out.
Yeah.
So, so I think this. So the mammoth is still like a part of me. So the mammoth, it's probably edge here or iron, right? I don't know.
It's up to you. I think both can work. Edge
what do
or
we
iron.
think? I don't think I can justify heart for this because this is more so.
He's really edgy.
Well, what's heart to get? How do we describe?
Heart could work. Heart is courage, willpower, empathy, sociability, and it's courage. Yeah, courage, willpower, empathy, sociability, and loyalty. So it could be your connection to him, but I don't know if you can strike with heart.
That's a good point.
It's only iron. It has to be
iron. It's definitely iron. This thing is going in. So I get +1 for the asset, and then +1 for the secure advantage.
Perfect. Yeah, you get +2.
For a +2.
Weak hit. Oh, 9. Dang it. So
9.
Inflict your harm, your normal amount of harm, and lose initiative.
All right. So I inflict my normal harm +1 because it's my mammoth.
Okay. What do we think your mammoth is? A 1 or 2 harm? I'm thinking probably 2.
I mean, I think I gotta say the higher number.
Yeah.
I don't mean to.
Someone could take the end. Though. Anyone with initiative could. We're at 8 right now. It's pretty safe to try to end the fight if someone with initiative wants to beat these guys down.
So the mammoth just tears through the building. It shatters. People get trapped in the rubble.
Yeah. I know.
I could do it. I'll stand up and do it.
I'm
still
not using my hammer.
Anymore.
Yeah, still out there. I'll try to finish the fight.
I'll roll to end it. Yeah.
Do you have advantage?
You can. We have.
Well, I got a chokehold, but do I lose initiative if I miss?
You missed, so you did.
Okay, so no initiative.
Because I got him out with my awesomeness.
You could try to secure an advantage right now. Try to make another roll or face danger, like scramble away. Like you could try to do a pre-move to like describe and hope for a strong hit. It's up to you. Or here's another thing you can do. So there's the aid the ally move, where you can make a secure advantage and give the bonus to someone else.
Oh.
If you do well.
I totally turn around and like swipe at his shit. He was stunned by the hammer, so I'm just gonna whip around with like my hand axe, go for like a string real quick.
Yeah.
Secure an advantage,
Secure an advantage, and you're gonna give your bonus to somebody.
Yeah, I'll give it to Michaela.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's
so
see the
because
move.
I have,
This is totally with wit.
Okay, with wits. Trying to give an opening for Michaela to end the fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weak hit, your advantage is short-lived. Take +1. So I
Take
didn't actually do it, but I get.
Yeah, Michaela, take +1 momentum.
+1 momentum. Gotcha.
Hey.
So I'm at 5 now.
Do we agree that that Aura should end the fight? With 8?
Someone wants to steal.
You
I'm
could
cool
try.
with it.
Wait, what happens if she doesn't succeed?
We
Yeah, let
lose
me look
the
at
fight.
the end of the fight.
Ending is like, that's it.
That's it.
You get to the end, and then 50-50 you win or lose. Yeah.
You have an 8. We have an 8.
So I have a question about the secure advantage. Did Josh just murder this dude?
No, he opened him up for an attack.
Yeah, second
you know what?
Because I don't think just
Before
killing
you end
this
the
dude
fight,
is gonna like
let's see
end
if
the fight.
I can add
No.
anything. So before you end the fight, I was scrambling, and then I reach into my pocket and I pull out a little bit of alcohol because every party rocker knows that their mystical substance is vodka.
It's,
So I
I
quickly-
was gonna say Patron, but that's
Patron,
also
you're right, Patron. And so then I take a swig, and then I go to take a hit. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna with this liquid courage. I want to strike this man.
Are you
Okay.
doing
Who's got my
shots?
sister.
Shots.
So
Shots.
we're not
Shots.
ending. She's going
Yes.
for
We're not ending. We want more security. We want those
I
last
want
2 boxes.
Guaranteed. Total
Almost guaranteed.
annihilation.
And this is done out of loyalty
Hmm.
to my sister.
Very nice. Yeah. It's a weak hit, so you do inflict your damage, which should be 2. What weapon are you using?
I'm still using my little leopard claw hands.
Do you think that's
I've
1
got-
or 2?
it's 1. It's 1.
Okay.
I'm not really good at it right now. I got fucked up, so it put me in a bad space of mind. So it's only 1.
Yeah, you lose initiative, but you get the you get a little bit of damage in there. What does that look like?
So I get under him and onto the arm that's really like securing the choke of the chokehold, and so I'm just like I'm biting on it, and I got my little claw hands in it, and the guy's like, fuck, ow.
Oh. Yeah, Creed's still fumbling through arrows, so it would have to be someone else to finish it if Orva wants to go for it.
I can try with my hammer to summon like a big smite and be like
Scare him off?
scare him like, hey, let's not fight or you will not see.
Intimidate.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Basically tell them to get the fuck out of here. We're messing their shit up. There's a mammoth in between here.
Yeah.
I've shot 2 of them in the knees.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pain happening.
Their adventuring days are over.
Yeah, my cave lion's roaring. It's pretty epic. I have my hammer. I feel like Thor.
So on the party page, if you look at our track, at the very end of it, there is a die, a conclude your progress die. One of the, so do you see the progress?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If you look at the track, right to the right of the track, at the very end is a D20. Go ahead and roll that sucker. That'll decide the fight.
Do it.
Okay.
We got
okay.
10 on the challenge.
You got dickheads.
Okay, so this is how end the fight goes. On a weak hit, as above, our foe is no longer in the fight. They're out of action. They're killed. They flee, which is they flee. We've chosen that, or surrender. But we have to choose one of these. It's
I
worse
already know
than
which one I want.
it is worse than you thought. Endure harm. You are overcome. Endure stress. Your victory is short-lived. A new danger or foe appears, or an existing danger worsens.
That seems it.
you
Yeah,
I
suffer-
think it's the short-lived one. That's when the
Someone else
monster
takes his
crawls and
Yeah,
starts
I
like, running
think
after us.
the booming of the hammer,
Yeah.
like it booms out, and we hear something else like respond.
Well, he
in
was
a
just
way.
he was just the bartender. The barkeep steps.
Oh,
But I what the
Whoa.
fuck?
whoa!
Kristen.
Interesting.
Kristen was not at her keyboard, but
No.
that one.
Yes.
Because
I
I,
think
like the idea of a monster showing
Yeah,
up. At the
you know
end
how
of
you
this.
summon the Kraken with the hammer? I think I summoned something by accident, and now we're screwed with that.
Do we want to roll to see what monster it is?
Yeah.
Yes!
Look
It
at
needs to have at least 7 limbs. I'm telling you that right now.
It is a medium person-sized monster.
I don't.
Okay.
Worm
Oh, worm
slug.
slug.
Maniac
Many-eyed
oversight.
oversized multi.
I'm fine with all of these except for the medium sized. I want it to be like
Larger?
I
Yeah.
want it to be
I'm sorry.
like
how is
3 times the size of a man.
person-sized slug worm not terrifying?
It is very terrifying. It could be a group of them.
Is this-
Many-eyed.
Can this be like
Yeah,
you
I
know
like
how
the
sandworms are
multiplicity
always a
of
thing?
Yeah.
Can this be like an ice worm shooting out of the ground?
Uh-huh.
Do we have to like? What do we do
Gilmore
here?
style,
Do we
yeah.
run away from it? We will die.
Run!
I
Run!
think.
I don't think you fight these.
Oh,
I don't
no.
think you.
All right, somebody
They
face.
you dead.
Who? So we can. I don't know if we need to turn this into a like a scene challenge, which is zooming in. Do we want to zoom out on this runaway?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a comical, like I think it would
Yeah.
be like us just running in a line, and you just see like the worms like following us, like in animes when stuff are like following you, the little screaming. this way.
One person face danger, and as many people as who want to risk it can secure an advantage for that person and aid them.
We have to risk it for the biscuit.
I
Yeah.
will aid. I will secure an advantage.
I will say, if we want to play a little bit of meta, which I think it's
Uh-huh.
okay to do here, the let me see here. Face danger can technically be any stat. Okay, it could be any stat. So who wants to actually lead the charge to get us the fuck out of here? Who wants to be the leader and make the roll? The roll that
Can't be
decides.
me. I'm not in the state of mind. It can't be me.
It could be me.
Do it. You're
What
the
kind of roll
Do
is
it,
it?
Creed,
If
do
it's
it.
a heart roll,
You're
I'll
the-
do it. If it's not
you're the only one that's like not.
Mine would be edge. It would just be speed. It would be like, let's get the fuck out of here. How many people want to try to aid me? Remember, if
I
you
will-
fail, it applies to me.
Oh.
So don't fuck me up.
I'll
was
aid
gonna-
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you
So do we
feel
all
the
have to use
tremors.
Ed to aid you, or can we aid you in what we think
You
is
can
best?
you can aid in what you think is best, but we also decide in this scenario if you fail, if that hurts me or you, because it can also still hurt you. It doesn't have to hurt me, but
Okay.
you decide the stat, because face danger and secure advantage are both any stat rolls. So I'm gonna make the face danger. How many people are gonna aid me? And if you aid me, you have to describe how you're doing it.
Yeah, I wanted to use my cave lion to maybe, I don't know.
I'm
Like,
gonna hold off. I'm not gonna stack
careful,
the dice
like,
in a pile and watch them fall.
Yeah, I would like to use my cave lion to lead, like, because there's ditches in the ice. I don't want you to fall into a ditch. He can
He's
tell.
at my
he can-
side.
Yeah, he's at your side. He's quicker than I am.
Aid me. Give me a roll. We'll do these one
Okay.
at a time.
So when I'm aiding you, I will go to
Secure an advantage.
secure an
Aid your
advantage.
Oh,
Wait, what?
It's
Where-
not
Secure
aid your ally. If you go to aid your ally, it will just tell you to go to secure advantage.
Ah, gotcha. So I'm going to aid your ally, and then
Yeah,
add
by
the
securing
dice.
advantage.
And then I'm going to. I can pick Edge, Iron Heart, and Shadow something. Okay. So I will pick, because he's aiding you.
Yeah, what applies?
What would apply? Because if it's speed, maybe, or wit, he needs
It's
to be
wit.
smart.
You're saying
Yeah.
he's helping me
Yeah,
look
he's
out.
helping you.
you're
So yeah.
navigating.
So he's
Yeah, I
gonna be
think
trying.
you like sense the tremors first
Yeah.
before everybody else. I'm like on a mammoth. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. I'm
Yeah.
probably the last one to notice
So,
any of
yeah, so Whisker's gonna try to help you.
Okay.
With modifier, he's helping an ally, so I can add the +1 thing.
Yeah.
I have. Okay.
You give me a momentum. That works.
Okay,
That
okay.
applies. You're giving me an advantage. Anybody else
Yeah.
want to aid me, or am I making this roll?
Whiskers, help him!
Tom was gonna, right?
I was gonna.
Um,
I was going to.
I think we should stop at 2 just in case.
Up to you
we
guys.
Start stacking
I'm good.
bullshit.
Stack it up. So we have two new friends with us who united under our banner of the old gods. We have Argyle and Thad.
My God.
Yes.
And they let out a hard "Oh!" and then I will motivate them forward, and I will inspire them to stand the tide
Do you have
against
them?
the frost worm instead of you. So essentially I'm sacrificing them instantly.
Diversion.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to. Okay, they just sacrifice them. Cool. I was gonna roll like their personality. I was like, goodbye. Okay. Go ahead and give me the rolls. This is your
I have
heart?
a bond with Creed, so I
Yeah.
can't let him die.
Yeah.
I think he is a blessing from the eternal party above and is more valuable than he knows.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that momentum. Give it to me.
So I will
Yeah.
praise them that there is no party like a heaven party, and sing a tale of the parties above, of how their death
There's
will go
no
to
party.
will go down in history, and
Totally just
we will drink to you.
Absolutely.
Oh my
So you see how that
God,
says
you were the
opportunity? Do you see how that says
What
opportunity?
does that mean?
If your challenge dice are doubles and you succeed, it's a critical success. If you fail in their doubles, it's a critical fail. You have a critical success, which means something amazing happens. It's up to you. Something that changes and is exciting. There is a roll for this if you want to
They
do
win.
a roll, but if you can think of
Totally
like
did it.
best case scenario.
Best case scenario, the worm comes out. It's a zebra print worm, and it destroys the village.
It's an old god. We're just like, yes! It's an old god.
Like, it emerges and you expect it to kill us, but instead it just slams down.
It's a party rock old god. We know
It
that.
hurt.
Yeah.
I heard our
Oh,
song. I'm so happy.
it heard our
Yay.
song. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I just stand there with my hands out and just like an evangelical, creature,
Benny Hinn.
just like
You're totally
"Oh,
Benny Hinn.
Yes, we are blessed. There's so much. I have so much faith in this party now. Do you want to give me 2 momentum or +1 on my next move?
I want to give you +1 on your next.
Yeah, this is me being like, oh, and because it's an opportunity, there are extra bonuses that we get, which is the find an opportunity. Would you like to give me an extra momentum or an additional +1 to a move? Because this is an opportunity.
I think we give you an additional +1 here.
So I have +2, and if I hit, then I get a momentum.
Oh, and I also get a momentum for Story Weaver. I get that one, right?
If it says, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Guys,
And then
I'm
it says I
looking-
can take an immediate move?
with
a
secured
strong
advantage. That's me, because it's coming to
Okay.
me, because
Gotcha.
it's the secure advantage.
So you can secure your own advantage now.
I could, but I'm not gonna risk it. But Kristen was saying, look, do we want to risk a third move to boost me up here for us to get away from this place?
Let's do it.
You gotta describe how you're.
it for the
you gotta-
biscuit.
You gotta describe how you're helping me and make the secure advantage.
How we do it.
I like the crunching sound. It's like ASMR.
I am so
don't-
sorry. I tried to hear.
No, you're good.
Okay, let me talk, and then I will get this thing away from my face again.
Yep.
Okay, so
I've got a saber-toothed
because
tiger at my
sister is
side.
tied up,
Go
because
ahead.
my sister is tied up. Really, this is helping you lead people.
Yeah.
So it's me catching my sister up because she was like stuck in chokehold. So
Helping
because
to
I
get
bite
the
it,
rest
I
of the
rip
people.
her out of it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Helping to get basically the stragglers behind. You're
Yeah.
you're my caboose. I'm the
Yeah.
front of the train. Yeah. Make a secure advantage.
And I'm following your lead. That's why it's still your thing.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do what stat do you think that is? Go ahead and roll advantage.
Feel like this is a wits thing. It's like my
Okay.
ability to perceive and adjust.
Perfect. Make it. Come on, team. All bonuses. Yes. Do you want to give me a +1 on my next roll or 2 momentum?
Yeah. You already got a +1. Get ahead
I
2
have plus-
momentum.
Okay, I've got 6.
Yeah.
This is pretty secure. I'm making the move. Face danger to get out of here, because even though it's our old god and we worship it, we know it will destroy everything in its path.
Can we ride it out of here?
Can we ride it out of here? Oh, I think we already got the benefit that it's enacting vengeance upon evil.
Yeah.
So
I think
if we got
as
another
it
opportunity,
is
yes.
a party rock old god, it's going to literally collapse the.
The roof is on fire.
We need to leave.
Yeah.
So I have +2 to this roll, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I gave you +2. Yeah.
Perfect. If I get a good on this, if I get a hit, I get a momentum, please. Okay, it's weak. It's a little rough. It's a hit.
Weak.
All right.
It's a hit. I can't
It's a big
burn it.
worm.
It's a big worm. So
Yeah.
it means we succeed but face a troublesome cost. Choose one. I say we I think we lose a momentum. I think it just takes a little bit to get everybody together. Like I think
Gotcha.
it's just the time of like gathering everybody and everybody just kind of getting their shit together and just fucking yeah, like Creed just saying, "This way, let's go." And
Okay.
yeah, I think it's just a momentum hit. I don't think it's that bad. And I think
So
we get
everybody
away.
who helped loses 1 momentum. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Everybody who helped, I believe, suffers the same stuff. So we all lose
Gotcha.
a momentum.
All right.
Dig it.
Glad I didn't, because I only have 1.
Yeah, if you
Uh,
aid,
I only
you
have
take
5.
repercussions.
I'm at 4. No.
This
Alright.
+1 momentum every time you secure advantage, and doing that at +4 seems pretty.
Momentum is supposed to
Fun.
build and burn. It's supposed to be something that just it's a chase. You're just getting it
Yeah.
up to go. All right, we're out in the plains now. Like we're out there. Oh, let's put a big X through Grim Hall. That place is gone.
There.
Now
so
all that's before us are the wastes. Do we want to start our journey?
Ah.
Hey, can we take the body of that dude with us?
Yeah, I think that's fine. What do you guys think?
That asshole.
Like you can carry him. You have a mammoth to do it.
You got a mammoth, yeah.
All right. There's something I want to do immediately,
Uh,
though.
you
What
You
do you
can
wanna
speak
do?
to dead.
Type his feet and run him.
I can commune with the dead. I want
Yeah.
to call this guy back so we can talk shit to him.
Yeah, I think we get about a mile away.
Oh my god.
You want to bring him back?
So
game?
when you surround the remains of a recently deceased intelligent creature with lit candles and summon its spirit, roll plus heart. Add 1 if you share a bond. I don't.
No.
On a strong hit, the spirit appears and you may converse for a few minutes. Make moves as appropriate. I don't think we need to make any moves.
You would. You'd probably make a compel move to actually insult him.
On a weak hit, as above, the spirit also delivers troubling news unrelated to your purpose.
Oh, no.
Envision what it tells you and endure stress.
So, setting the scene, we're about a mile away from the town. I think we're in a, and I hope you guys are okay with me just doing one thing, because I want to know where we're at.
Drive it, buddy.
We are in a grove. Interesting, like an ice grove. I like that. Kind of an opening of where there's not as much shattered area. And we stop, put the body down, start doing it. I probably come up and say, "What are you doing? You doing your thing? The thing that you do."
Like, yeah, this would be a good spot. I think this is good. This is good. Hey, cat girl, you got the
Yeah.
Patron? You got the? Oh
I got
shit!
this.
There's
Yeah.
so many cat girls in this.
But yeah.
Anybody's Patron will work. All right, we got. I put the body down. I put a pair of shades on him.
If this
And
succeeds,
part of the ritual is you need to take a drink and then you need to pour one out for him.
Gotcha.
And the pouring out is in a certain pattern. The pattern is a dick.
I love it. That's a sacred symbol.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this underway.
I was like,
Oh my god.
hey, Liv, you're gonna want to be here for this. If you got any words, you're gonna want to be here. All right. So I roll plus heart. Submit.
Oh my
Oh,
god. He totally did it.
This is a strong hit right
6
there.
plus
Sits
1
up
plus
with-
3.
He sits up with shutter shades on.
Oh shit, I'm on the party page. I
It's
fucked
okay.
this all up, guys.
Wait, you had a plus 3, right? To heart. And you had a plus 1 to the roll, right? You got it.
Okay. I have the wrong one. Okay, I gotcha.
Yep.
So the spirit appears and you may converse with it. So,
I feel like if you're gonna do anything with him, it's gonna be a version of compel.
Mhm.
I could do that. I could dance on his dead
It's
body.
probably
and make
only
him
gonna be
watch.
one roll. Like if you want to
No,
crush his
you
spirit.
gotta. If you're gonna shuffle on his dead body, buddy, do the shuffle.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So there's no word spoken. He just appears, and you all recognize him as he gets this like the green ghostly form
Uh-huh.
of him appears, but he looks all jazzed out.
He's got
My vision of
He's got the
him.
shutter shades.
And then I think I actually get a bonus to compel too. Yes, for my story weaver, which I assume doing the sacred dance of my people
Sure.
counts
I think that's fine.
as I weave a tale on his cold dead body. Plus 1. Weak hit. That's fine.
Weak hit. What's that mean?
What does a compel mean? I don't even know. On a weak hit, as above.
What was your goal?
I don't really even have one. You just brought it up, so I thought, sure, let's roll.
Wasn't it
Persuade
to
somebody to do anything.
wasn't it to insult him?
I want to insult him into submission. That even his spirit in the afterlife.
All right.
Just because you're dead doesn't mean it's too late.
They do what you want. They are ashamed, but they
I want him to convert.
they ask you want him to convert. Yeah, they ask us something of you in return. Envision what they want. Interesting. Do we want to ask the oracle what they want?
I
Yeah.
would say yeah.
Unless anybody has an idea, because Kristen just
Can't
eats
think.
like 50 pickles.
He accepts your god's greater. He definitely, yeah, he would. Yeah, I think it would definitely be a situation where he's got the party rock shit on.
Also, if anybody else before the end of this, everybody else can talk shit to this person too. I don't think it's just me.
Are you doing the party rock shuffle?
Yeah, I'm dancing, but I'm not saying anything.
I think we're all just doing it.
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, we've got the whole thing going.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
He agrees. Preserve resource. What do we think that means? He will his spirit will convert if we
He give
something not complicated.
He wants some Patron.
Preserve resource. He just wants some Patron.
Spirit Patron.
Do we pour
Pour
out
the
some
bottle down his throat?
I think this would cost us a supply. What do you guys think? Like, I think we're spending some supply. Everybody go down to 4 supply.
All 5 of our supply are Patron. So.
Everybody go down to 4 supply. We share that track. So yeah,
it's like a baptism.
Oh my god.
And I think with that we get a milestone. We have, and I think even then you get like there's a milestone to wasn't there a new god? Somebody, Tom, does your background apply to this? Oh wait, no, I don't know.
I will unite the Ironlands under one party rock anthem.
This is kind of that. I feel like it's a milestone. It's one spirit, you know.
It's an epic thing, so I'll take
just take a tick,
man.
Right?
Take a tick.
One at a time.
Quick question.
I'll take it. I forgot.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Mine is
Yeah. What's your background now?
Destroy the new gods. Does this count as destroying the new gods? If I
Totally.
Converting.
Yep.
You are converting. Totally mark if it's epic, 1 tick. Just one little dash. And everybody, we should mark a tick on Restore the Pillar of the Shattered Wastes because we got here. We successfully got out of this town. Mm-hmm. We beat up these people, and I think we deserve a milestone for this.
So the 1 tick is one full thing, and then the one for the vow is 1 dash, right?
A tick is a mark. Or sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me clear this up.
This is the only part I hate about
the only part. A tick is 1 dash. One little dash. Okay. A mark is a full hashtag. A full.
Okay. So I got a tick
hashtag.
on my vow because it's epic, and a mark.
A tick on your background vow and a mark on the inciting vow. So everybody put a full mark, a full hashtag on the Restore the Pillar to the Shattered Wastes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Boom.
We are up. We have 10 minutes left. Do we want to start the journey? And just see where it goes?
Sure.
Of course.
Or we could start the journey.
We
We
could
could
do a
make
roleplay.
camp. Yeah, we can do a little role play. We can make camp. It's up to you guys.
My cat
Yeah,
can't
let's
protect the
make
camp
and
thing.
do a little role play.
When we were doing camp, my cat can be alerted if there's trouble. It can also help an ally to relax, adding him 1 spirit or 1 momentum.
Yeah, and there's that's perfect. There's that, and I believe we get a bonus from the mammoth, right? On a camp.
I didn't take that one.
Oh, dang it.
So if somebody wants a bonus, my cat would purr while it's being petted, so that will calm the person down and add maybe the momentum or the spirit to the person. Yes.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So yeah, I think we're setting the scene. We're a mile out of that town we just destroyed. It's a grove. It's like an ice grove, and we got a fire going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was fucked, but hey, it went pretty good.
I know. We incited a god. How exciting.
At first, I wasn't 100% sure, but now I'm 100% sure. We are destined.
So happy.
You're muted, Josh.
Just stands off.
Oh.
Not saying anything.
Stands and stares off at the horizon.
I knew my
for an
hammer.
awkwardly long time. He's very proud of himself.
I go
but he
up
doesn't
next
know
to
how
him.
to show it.
I go up next to him and I stand behind him, put a hand on his shoulder. You did good. Very good.
And he gives you a big smile, pats down the back, and he's like, "You did even better, man.
I'm going to change this world.
This world will rock once more." No longer will we be held to groups of
Ooh.
5 or less.
Creed,
We will unite in Party Rock.
Creed checks on the twins, makes sure they're okay, because they had a rough time in that fight.
Oh.
You need any
We
healing?
non-stop move when we in the spot. Line from Party Rock.
And then I would probably go pet the pet Whiskers for some.
Yep. Add the momentum, or if you focus on the cat and you'll get momentum.
Remember, everyone, everywhere we go, we must bring with us the spirit of rock, of Party Rock. A wise prophet once said,
Where the
party
drink at?
don't start till I walk in.
What
We must take that to heart. That is more than just a saying.
I
That is
start
God.
crying. It's so beautiful what you're saying. It's great. It's the
Good
mighty
son.
words.
And
Oh my god. This has gone full goof.
Live.
Pat
If
you
we
on
have a god of the Party Rock at one town, do you think they will help us on our quest to fix the pillar?
I'm hoping so.
I believe once they see we are truly the chosen rockers, they will follow. Some people just need to
But
have
sometimes
their
you have to
eyes
make
open.
the party for yourself.
Yes.
And I fear this might be one of those times.
You are wise beyond your years.
Creed.
Brian.
Creed checks on Liv. Makes sure the neck's okay. Does Liv let anybody close?
She stays close to her sister a lot, but she's just like can't really. She doesn't look like she's listening at all. Kind of over, just sort of whispering to herself.
Is everything okay? Are you alright?
Huh?
That fight got a little bit rough for you. I'm sorry I did not fire my arrows fast enough. It's a good thing we have Tipo over here with the mammoth. I mean, what's the mammoth's name again?
Arsenio.
Arsenio.
It changed. It wasn't that before at all.
It
No,
was
it was
Arsenio.
that.
I wrote down.
It was
Tipo.
Arsenio.
It was
gonna
Arsenio.
be
I have it written down.
Archibald, but I changed it to
I was
Arsenio.
gonna say it
I
was
also
Archibald
like
first.
the
There's
idea
no way.
of it not having a consistent name.
Next time
It's
we Ambrose.
I am going to go and gather food. Does anybody want to help me? We need definitely rations for our way through.
I will assist with my whisker,
Orva.
buddy.
Good. I'd be
Yes.
happy to have you at my side.
Yeah. We need more food for this party.
Aid me, please. I need an aid on this
I'm
resupply.
adding you. Yes, I will add you.
I
aid
will
you.
not aid you. I need to recite gospel to my mammoth and anyone who will listen.
Go. Get the money.
We will. We will
Oprah.
get the money. That's one of the
Yeah.
sacred creeds.
Yes.
First,
give
you
me-
get the money.
Michaela, can you
Then-
give me a security?
Oh.
I'm trying. I'm just getting distracted by what's happening
I
here.
know. I know.
Okay. Sorry. Secure advantage. That's gonna be in moves again. Yes.
Yep.
And it's gonna be insecure. Where am I looking at?
It's security advantage right at the top.
mode.
Yep.
Okay. This is I can do what here? Is
Anything.
it like
It's up
anything?
to yeah.
Am I using my wisdom to help you hunt in this wild
Wits.
land?
Makes sense.
Okay, and mid with my cat, he's a thingy here, so that
Okay. I'll take momentum.
yeah.
All right. I'm
Guys,
gonna get
we're
a...
really good at this game. I'm just gonna say we don't fail like ever. We're fucking.
For now.
I'm gonna burn for
Yeah.
a strong hit, guys.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Do we need it? Let me see. Weak hit 2 supply, but suffer
Strong
negative
hit,
momentum.
Strong dick.
Actually, I'm gonna take the weak hit. I'm gonna take the weak hit because I'll
Okay.
actually progress
Overall.
better. Overall
net.
better. Yep. So we're at max. We're at max supply. We come back, me and Orva, with some meat.
More
Yeah.
prone. Oh no.
We put this on Arsenio. Is that okay?
Yep.
Arsenio will carry the burden. Tell me your appearance. Just. I really appreciate what you've done, Creed. There's. It reminds me of a verse I once learned.
Speak it.
He's like, when you came in, I was nothing but inspired, and that's when I walk in the spot. This is what I see. Everybody stops, and they're staring at me. I've got passion in my pants, and I ain't afraid to show it.
Show it.
Show it.
Yeah, and that's
We all say show it.
Everybody has to say show it.
We all
Show
say
it.
Say it, Liv.
It's like a cult.
I'm starting to think follower of these new gods, and I don't trust Liv.
Oh, no.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, is that
Go
our
on.
ending shot? Is that our ending shot? Show it. That's how we swear iron too. Totally. When we get a new thing, we have to look inside and say, "Show it."
Ain't afraid to show it.
Show your iron. Before we end, where is everybody's iron at? Like, where is the iron that you like? Everybody should have like a piece of iron that is like what they swear upon.
Mine's on a pendant, but I have like 3 chains of iron and
Yes.
of faux iron, but only one has a pendant of real iron.
Yes.
Like I got a bunch of nickel up in here, but then 1 iron.
Mine's an arrow I never fire.
Nice.
An arrowhead.
That's cool.
Whiskers collar is an iron collar, like spikes on it. Yeah, he carries it.
Ooh.
That's
I
how
think
I
my
show
Velcro shoes are made of iron.
it.
Yes! You have iron shoes! Because we like the man with the iron shoes.
But like they're surprisingly light. Only the chosen can wear them and can move gracefully.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's why you
strong
shuffle so
calves.
well.
Oh yeah.
What's Liv's
Right.
iron?
Oh, like a tribal shamanistic bone necklace. Instead of the bone, it's all.
It's all
Mhm.
iron. Yeah, and that's what we
Gotcha.
swear upon. Show it. I'm gonna write that down. I never want to forget that. Show it is the swear to iron. Show it.
Uh,
I
Swear
got it in our
iron.
truth.
Listen, yeah,
Yes,
because
thank
if you
you.
got passion in your pants, don't be afraid to show it.
show it.
I will never be afraid to show the passion in my pants.
Yo, I'm running through these hoes like Drano.
Okay. You better have the lyrics like up and ready to go for
Yeah.
I haven't had any yet. I gotta do homework.
This
We
was
have to
fun.
revisit. Heck
When we
yeah,
come
we'll-
back, we can actually start our journey. I think it's just a dangerous journey.
Mhm.
But if we finish it, it'll move towards our formidable vow. This was
Sure.
fun, guys.
Not what I expected for today.
No, 100% not at all.
What did you? Okay. So I thought it was fun. It was lighthearted.
I liked
It's
it.
what I need. What did you guys think of
I
the
needed a
system?
lighthearted thing.
I need a lighthearted too. What do you guys think of Ironsworn as a game?
It's good. I do.
That's good.
It's simple-ish, but I got it after a
It's-
couple of tries.
It's quick to get. Does
Mhm.
everybody feel that way? Good.
Very.
I just know I get +4 to secure an advantage when I make a fool of myself. So
So good. You know what? If we play again, we can start our journey and make it to the Iron Pillar. That'd be sick. We should put
Heck yeah.
Ironsworn in the pocket when nobody wants to DM.
Okay.
There you go.
we got a lot of things in our pockets.
We do. There's a lot in
As-
the
Don't
pocket.
we?
I think that's
we
cool.
continue, I will update our truths to become more like a
Yeah.
to be as if written in a historical document, like
Yes.
a religious text.
Yes.
This
So
is gonna
good.
be good.
I love you're adding like party rock truths, right?
They're
Yep.
not. They're
I'll
not
be adding
truth.
them throughout.
Oh my god.
They will be super serious. It'll be as if you're reading like a religious text,
They're,
That's
they're
but
how-
then it'll have
they're
our
not
truths.
proofs. It's the anthem.
Oh
In it. It
my
is our
god.
anthem.
It is goofy, but I think we can turn it like let's turn it to something really serious. Like let's make it
Would that be
real.
crazy?
Let's
It's
make it
totally,
Yeah.
real.
Totally worship.
I'm gonna
that
treat
shit,
it real.
but
I'm
it's just
literally
like, it's so.
like passion in my pants. Yes, the words are empowering me.
Makes
Like,
no, it
I-
just makes no sense.
but
it's so
it's-
serious.
we need to like if we take it seriously, it will be serious. Like we should.
It'll
just,
be
it
the
is-
best.
It is a part of
Yeah.
the world. I
You
love that.
know
we
when
saw
initially when I brought this up and I was wondering how far people were gonna push back on that. This is not what I expected.
No, we
But,
embrace.
Cool. And if we full embrace it, it becomes a real thing. Like, and
Yeah.
later, when it's no longer a joke and we take it seriously, people would watch it and be like, what's going on? It's like, the party rock anthem. I will
Oh my
always
God.
follow it.
I'm gonna just put this on my
I'm gonna make a
Spotify.
multi-volume party rock anthem just for this.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my
I feel a little bad that I acted as much as a guide there, but I feel like every beginning of a game getting Ironsworn, someone has to take that role.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially because you're the one who knows majority of the rules. Like,
Yeah.
we kind of needed
And
you.
as we learn the rules, it can come away from me. And this game is supposed to be even table. And when we meet NPCs, we should encourage each other to be like, hey, you want to role play with me? And I just ask somebody and be like, can you be the person and I'll be them? And then we use each other as that asset, and we can do that and figure out what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone can play the man.
I like it.
Anyone can play the mammoth. I'm gonna describe mammoth emotions for sure.
Mammoth is not incredibly bright, just like a normal mammoth. It's just
The other cool thing about Ironsworn is you guys, if you want to be as big a loser as me, you can literally play it by yourself and journal it, and your shit will look like. Let me show y'all what a journal looks like.
Oh no, you're so nerdy.
I am. This is a journal. This is me playing by myself and just writing down what's happening.
Oh.
And just writing down the roles and describing it, and it's actually really fun. It's like a little self-writing session.
Yeah, now it makes sense what I've been watching on YouTube you have, because I've been trying to like skim through what you're doing.
It's fun. Like it's a really like almost meditative thing to like just get away and just write a story for yourself. It's cool. I enjoy it a lot. Hell yeah, guys.
nice.
This is fun. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna close the stream thing. Oh wait, let me go over here. Hello, YouTube.
Morning, night.
Morning, noon, and night. Thank you for joining us. I know this was a little crazy, but I think I had a good time, and that's what's fucking important. We all had a good time.
Yeah.
Making it fucking happen. It was sweet. All right, you all take care. We will see you next time for more shenanigans on our Wednesdays games.
Don't forget to socially distance. Bye.
Socially distance. All right.
God.
Bye.
Especially, yeah. Bye.